So this woman is doing braid lock tutorial, and I'm taking it that she's going to braid it, and eventually it's going to become a lock, a dreadlock. I have experience with this because I've tried this before, and it did lock, but it wasn't. The braided part didn't get locked, but it locked at the root. Um, I don't know how they're thinking this is going to, happen. I do know that I have an idea as to locking. Like, if she was to continue on and lock at the root, then the braided part, because that braided part, I'm telling you, won't be locked. The braided part could eventually go into be free formed as butterfly locks. Butterfly locks aren't locked at the end, but they're locked toward the root. And as the root becomes longer, the lock, begins to, become longer as well. So that's what I'm thinking she's going to do, but the braid won't become locked, you know. So I don't know how this is going to come out. That's just my feedback. Like I said, I have experience in this area, and everybody was telling me, you braided it first. How you think it's going to lock? That's not going to lock. That's not how you do it. But it all depends on the person. I can say it's not going to happen, but I've made locks happen out of so many different methods. Some was a fail just because I got nervous because of people telling me and people, talking to my ear, talking about how it's not going to work and this and that. But honestly, you can get a lock out of anything, honestly. It may not turn out. Like I said, the braids, the fact that I have experience, the braids are not going to lock unless the braids just won't lock simply because it's, braided. You will have to take down that braid. The braid is, but, the longer you keep the braids in, the harder it'll be to take them out, honestly. And that's why I feel like people think that, you can get a lock out of a braid because it becomes nappy. Just because it's nappy doesn't mean that it will lock. But the more you wash it, then the nappier it becomes. And it makes it possible to lock up. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. I want to see how this turns out. I wasn't so confident in when I did it, but maybe, you know, what didn't happen for me may happen for someone else. You never know.